name is Jillian Buckley, and today I will be taking you through a Yoga Nidra for a joyful heart. Please find a comfortable Shavasana. Make sure you feel supported, using any props you need to feel at ease. Some padding under the head might feel nice. Some people like to take a cushion or a bolster under the thighs to take pressure away from the low back. Make sure you're warm. Now, once you're in your Shavasana, take a few deep breaths and let yourself go. Feel yourself sink into the ground. Yoga Nidra is a practice of restful alertness. The body is relaxed, but the mind is actively listening to my words. As we move from the outer to the inner realm, turn your attention to the sounds around you. Let your sense of sound radiate outward, searching for sounds. Take a few moments with each sound and then move on to the next one. Listen to the sounds from far away. Now listen to the sounds close by, perhaps even the sound of your breath. Listen to the sound of my voice. My voice will be the rope pulling you from sleep. Don't worry if you fall asleep. You will still receive the benefits of the practice. Think of a time when you felt pure happiness. A time when you were without worry. When things felt manageable. Think of how that felt in your body. In your stomach. In your heart. In your throat. What words describe this feeling? Let's make an intention for our practice based on that feeling. Repeat silently to yourself, I am a joyful being. I am a joyful being. I am a joyful being. Think of pieces of amethyst. These crystals are a deep purple color. Picture their shape. Bring to mind a bowl of these crystals. You will gently be placing these crystals onto your body. Begin by placing an amethyst on the palm of your right hand, the right elbow crease, on top of the right shoulder, under the arm, onto your right side ribs, the right hip, the right thigh, the right knee, the top of the shin, the right ankle, the top of the right foot. Place a crystal on the palm of your left hand, the left elbow crease, on top of the left shoulder, under the arm, onto your left side ribs, the left hip, the left thigh, the left knee, the top of the left shin, the ankle, the top of the left foot. Lay an amethyst on the crown of your head. Place another on the back of your head, the spot where your skull and your neck meet. Place crystals all the way down your spine. Place a crystal on your right shoulder blade, your left shoulder blade, on the back of the right arm, on the back of the left. Place an amethyst on the back of the lower right arm, the lower left arm, back of the right hand, back of the left. Place a crystal on either side of the lower back ribs, on the back of the hips, back of thighs, back of calves, soles of the feet. Take 2 crystals and place them on the sides of your low belly. Place a crystal in your navel and another right over your heart. Gently lay an amethyst on your throat. Place a small crystal on each of your lips. Lay them over your closed eyes. Carefully place a crystal on the space between your eyebrows, the space we call the third eye. Imagine the whole body covered in crystals. Their weight is calming. Bring awareness now to your natural breath. Notice where in your body you feel the breath. Notice the breath in the nostrils flowing in and out. Notice how the breath moves your shoulder blades as you breathe in and out. The rise and the fall of your belly. The movement of your chest. You will begin to count down from 18 to 1. Please stay awake and aware as you count backwards. Inhale, exhale, 18. Inhale, exhale, 17. Inhale, exhale, 16. Continue on your own, counting backwards. Remain alert. If you lose track, begin again at 18. You may not get all the way to 1. That's okay. Imagine holding a rock in your right hand. Your fingers naturally curling over the heavy object. Your hand being pulled down towards the ground. The rock is warm. Now imagine that the rock is in your left hand. The rock is keeping your hand on your mat. The rock is a calming presence keeping you grounded. Imagine that the rock is in your right hand. Heavy. Weight on your hand. Imagine that the rock is in your left hand. Warm stone. Weight in your palm. Awareness to the rock in your right hand. Awareness to the rock in your left hand. Right. Left. Right. Left. Heavy right hand. Heavy left hand. Right. Left. See if you can feel the weight of the rock in both of your hands at the same time. Feel both at the same time. Left and right together. Sense the weight of the rock in both hands at the same time. Imagine yourself walking along a forest path. The sun is shining through the leaves. The air is fresh and warm. You can hear birds all around you. A squirrel starts to chatter to your right. You approach a wall of rock. It's covered in moss. You walk along the wall, dragging your hand along the moss. You reach an opening in the rock wall, a cave. Suddenly it becomes a bit darker as a cloud blocks the sun. The birds quiet their singing. The sun comes out again from behind the cloud, and you cover your eyes to see more clearly into the cave. There is just darkness. You slowly start to make your way into the cave. It smells like rich earth. You walk farther and farther into the cave, and it becomes darker and darker. Your hand runs along the damp wall of the cave. You can no longer hear the birds. There's a light ahead of you. Curious, you continue toward the light. You turn a corner and find yourself in a bright room. Light pours in from cracks in the ceiling of the cave. The walls are covered with beautiful paintings of all of the people you have ever loved. At the back of the cave, there is a small waterfall that leads into a crystal clear pool of water. At the center of the room is a large amethyst. It is a deep purple color. A feeling of joy washes over you as you sit with all of the love that you have experienced in your lifetime. You feel at peace. You lie down in the middle of the room, feeling warm, surrounded by all of the love that you have ever given and received. Imagine lying on the floor of this cave, surrounded by bright light coming in through the ceiling and being reflected off of the large crystal. You are listening to the gentle trickle of the waterfall and feeling the mist coming off of the pool. Sunbeams are shining on your face. There is nowhere to be. You feel safe here. Sink into the earth underneath you. Open your heart wide and feel the flow of joy move through you. You found your own secret paradise and you are at peace. Come back to your body laying on the floor. Come back to your physical body and to your inner heart space. Remembering the intention that we set at the beginning of class. Let's whisper it silently into our hearts, planting the seed for beautiful growth. I am a joyful being. I am a joyful being. I am a joyful being. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Bring your awareness back to the room. Start to deepen your breath and come back to your body. Make small movements with your fingers and your toes. Let your body tell you how it would like you to move as you come out of this Shavasana. Take your time coming out. There is no rush to disrupt the calm you created here today. Imagine yourself as a snake who has just shed their old skin. As you leave behind the old skin, you reveal the new underneath, shiny and new. Leaving behind the old brings with it feelings of vulnerability, so be gentle with yourself as you move back into the world. Thank you so much for joining me for this Yoga Nidra practice. The light in me honors the light in you.